All right, how's it going, everybody? Jason here from RTV Incorporated at RealTourVision.com with another video on setting up your hot sheet. This one is probably one of the most important videos in the series, and it's because what determines whether or not a project is going to be placed in your hot sheet is the Syndicate button that's found on the information page. Now, for most of you, unless you've intentionally set your default so that this is always off, most of you, this is going to be on. And that means when you finish the project, put in the description, beds, bath, price, square footage, or whatever, whether it's real estate for sale or commercial, when you finish off a project, you complete it, and you send it off to the agent, it's automatically going to be in your RSS and in your gallery, the agent's project gallery, and so on. However, when you are setting up a hot sheet, it's very important to know that as soon as you press this button and you hit save, it will appear in your RSS feeds. So you don't want projects going into your RSS feed until they're on the MLS. The worst thing that could possibly happen sending out a hot sheet is that you send out a hot sheet to 1,000 local agents to a house that's not listed yet. Ooh, ouch, bad. Yeah, so you don't want that. And we have done that before at Blue Lava, and it's incredibly embarrassing. Haven't done it in a long time because we're very careful. And one of the things you can do to ensure that all your new projects are defaulting to syndication off is that you can set your default to off so that the very last thing you do before a project, so this one's not ready yet, that means it's not on the MLS. I'm going to try to find one here that is ready. The very last thing that you're going to do when you hook it into the MLS, boy, we've got a lot of pending stuff here in Traverse City. Let me find one and get right back with you. Okay, I'm glad I did not make you wait through that. So here we have Kodiak Drive, and this one is live on the MLS. We've got the MLS information populated. We use the Easy MLS to bring that MLS information in. And we've got Syndicate to Project Gallery and RSS. It's going to show up in Mary Beth's Project Gallery. It's going to show up in our Project Gallery. And of course, it's in our hot sheet. So because this is on. Okay, so the very last thing we do at Blue Lava Media is we flip these switches. So let's take a look at our settings. So most of you, when you go into your tour options and you scroll down, so you're going to go to tour options and you're going to go down to Syndicate Project Gallery and RSS. Syndicate to Project Gallery and RSS. Most of yours will be on, and we have that on by default. Leaving it off is reserved for more power users, people that are keenly aware and using things like hot sheets. So if you're going to use a hot sheet, if you're going to promote your project galleries, you probably want this off so that the very last thing that you do when you finish off a project is you flip this switch, okay? And if you're making your agents do this, you can actually give them the power to flip that switch, and it would just be a training exercise on your part. So you can give your agents the ability to flip this switch, but at Blue Lava, we do not. We take all that out of the hands of the agents. So if yours is currently green, you're going to want to flip this over. You're going to want to make sure that this is, your other settings are the way you like them. Most of you by now have your tours and the way you like them. But Syndicate to Project Gallery and RSS, to default that off when you create each project, you're going to flip that off. You're going to make sure that's on default. You're going to hit save one time. Then you're going to apply that to all your agents, brokers, and owners, and you're going to hit save. Do not apply that to all of your projects and your tours because you will pull everything out of project galleries. You don't want to do that. You will have nothing in your galleries and your RSS feed will be empty, and that would cause a mess. So just the top one and the second one, that'll do. Okay, hit save, move on. So you're going to do 2 saves. Then when you create a new project like this, your syndicate will automatically be off. Automatically be off. Right now, if it's on, when you complete the project, it is going to be as soon as you hit complete, it's going to go right into the RSS feeds and into the galleries. So most of you that are watching the show that want to do a hot sheet are going to want that off. The very first thing we need to do here, folks, is we need to decide what you want to show on your hot sheet. Okay, so you just saw when I clicked on mine over at Blue Lava, I am showing property websites, and there's a reason for that. So I show property websites for the main reason. Let me bring up a property website here off of the hot sheet. Let me actually bring up the new hot sheet that just popped today. Let's see here, come on, there we go. Let me bring up a property website. So I display property websites for a couple of reasons, and we came out with property websites at RTV in 2019, in our aiming the company to become a real estate photography system. This was step one, really, and the property websites get much better traffic reports. Every time the hero displays an image, that counts as one image view, and that's automatic. As you scroll down and the virtual tour loads, that counts as a virtual tour view. As each scene within the tour itself starts playing, that counts as a scene view for each scene. So if they click on this scene, those are all scene views for that scene. Here's where it really popcorns and explodes for you. As all of these images load, the traffic report is counting each one of these. These are all views that's saying these were all presented to the user as they scroll down and they open up. So your property websites are going to display, they're going to get you bigger traffic reports than a virtual tour will. So that's the very reason I like the way property websites look. And so let me show you how to set up your hot sheet so it will display property sites or tours, you choose. If you have them both turned on, which is default here under settings and then under syndication. So let's go ahead and go there. So we've got your settings. You guys can follow along with me at home. If you have an RTV account, you can jump right in and click on settings and just double check this. If you've already got a hot sheet going out, you wonder why it's been serving up virtual tours, this is why. Settings, syndication, and then we're gonna go ahead and if you want my settings, we're gonna turn virtual tours off and we're gonna hit save. Now, this is gonna impact your gallery and your agent's galleries. Everywhere you syndicate your RSS feeds, your gallery, your agent's galleries, they're all going to now display virtual tours. So where your tour gallery used to say tour and property website, I think that's a waste to show both, confusing. Just show property websites. That's my opinion, putting it on you. Take it for what it is. So first you have to decide. So pick one and then go to the next step. If you don't pick one, it's going to default to virtual tours.